actually been a couples counsellor?
10 years, but I have been a therapist for about 20 now. And I just found I had a gift almost for healing relationships. You know, that's how we see ourselves. You know, we're not about, fixing people's brains, about healing relationships.
Are you married or are you seeing anyone?
No, lifelong bachelor. Never been in a relationship with anybody. But, as I say, you don't need to be a potato to be a chef. That's a therapist joke. Yeah.
How long have you guys been together?
7 wonderful years.
Right.
Isn't that right, darling?
Yeah.
And what has prompted you to come and see Dr. Moore?
I suggested it about 3 years ago, and he wouldn't have it.
I was in a different place then. But now we're all on the same page, aren't we, honey?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, look at her. She's lovely. Isn't she? And you're all mine.
Have you been doing any family counselling? Do you have children or anything?
No, we don't have. You didn't want kids, did you, love?
No.
I tried. Oh, God, Lord knows I tried. But you wouldn't have any of it. Any of it.
And are you happy? Do you feel your marriage is getting better?
Oh, all the time. I mean, Dr. Moore's been so helpful. I mean, didn't he offer to give you private sessions, love?
Well, yeah, he did.
Does this mean we can start sleeping in the double bed together? Again?
No. No, not for a bit longer.
No, it was worth a try.
Is there anybody in particular that stands out, a couple that you perhaps enjoy counselling or that isn't working or anything?
I've got two gentlemen, Tony and Tony, which is confusing. I have to give them numbers in this session. If I'm honest, we're not making the progress that I'd like.
How long have you been coming to see Dr. Moore?
About 6 months now.
7 months.
Oh, it's about 6.5.
Round up to the next full number. You've always been terrible at maths. Next question.
So how long have you two actually been a couple? How long have you been?
Define couple.
Dating? How long have you known each other, perhaps?
We've been bumming for about 6-7 years now. When did it progress from that, though?
We've known each other. What was it? 7.5 years ago. We met at the club, and yeah,
We had a bit of fun at the time.
we had a lot of fun at the time. You loved it. You should try and remember what it was like then.
Let's just say 6 years.
Right. So after 6 years, what has prompted you to come and seek some counselling for your relationship?
You can't tell.
He's a terrible lay. He is a terrible lay.
I try. I never try hard enough though,
Did you
do
not
I?
listen to Mr. Miyagi? Don't try, do.
The things you want me to do.
While we're in session, we don't need as much of the PDA. That's fine.
But I'm just enjoying being so close to her.
Oh yeah, that's good. I'm happy with that. But I want everyone just to feel a little bit comfortable. I'm getting a bit of a sense that Sally's maybe not comfortable with public affection, and that's absolutely fine.
We were always together, weren't we, love? I mean, from that day to and after we got married, it sort of changed, didn't it?
Yeah, I think when the realisation of the enormity of actually living with you every single day kicked in, then yeah.
We had an old-fashioned love, didn't we? We never touched one another till the day we were married.
Really?
That's right. And then it was a wonderful adventure, wasn't it, love? Wonderful adventure, exploring one another.
I would imagine a fairly short adventure as well.
Well, I was getting help with that.
Yeah. Sally, how do you feel? Do you feel you spend enough quality time together?
I sometimes feel we spend too much time together.
Oh, don't say that, love.
Well, it's the whole marriage thing was just, you live together, then everyone's going, when are you getting married? And then you just go, oh, well, whatever, let's just do it then. Your Nan was very pleased, wasn't she, when we got married? She was very pleased.
She was, till the day she died. she was ecstatic about the two of us.
She was very pleased. And so that's some positive outcome, I suppose.
So, Matt, do you come from a fairly traditional family?
Yeah. We were both pure before we married, weren't we, love?
Well,
Weren't we?
yeah.
Yeah, see, we're both pure.
Now,
Ish.
I remember when in our first session, you sort of said that, Sally, you suggested the counselling in the first place.
I think I suggested it really so that he would say no and I could go, well, that's it then. And then, you know, and then I thought, oh, maybe if we come along, then maybe we'll realise that we're maybe not compatible.
No, we're perfect for one another. Ever since I saw you on that sandwich stall, love. Ever since, you always knew what I wanted of my order.
Oh, good memory.
My cheese and pickle, always there.
What difficult order to remember.
Always on the counter. You didn't even
Customer
have to
service.
say. Didn't even have to say. I didn't even have to tip you, did I? Because you always knew.
I always knew everyone's orders.
You talked about children.
Yes.
I think
So
children
just
are definitely in our future. Isn't that right, love? Everything that I have in my head is I want to share with her. Everything in my body I want to share with my lovely bride here.
Everything.
Everything. I want us to be, because I want us, and now I know this is a surprise for you, love, but I've saved it to watch it, but I finally went and got us the burial plot. We can be together in work, in life, and in death. She's chuckling with joy. Isn't that right, love? I'm so proud of you.
Well, you've been coming to me for a while now. I'll be honest. It's hard for me to admit this, but I don't think we're making the progress really that I'd hoped.
I agree. Tony too? No, typical. That's why.
So
Let's make a go of it.
Let me just ask Tony too for a second.
You have to.
We can say we're making progress.
Well, I will be honest that my job.
You call it that, talking.
Tony, my gift, as it were, is to try and heal the body of the relationship. Sometimes, though, in order to heal the relationship, you need to remove a limb. Now,
I've asked him to do that. He's not up for it.
I'll speak metaphorically.
All right.
Can I ask about your sexual relationship?
Please do.
So, Tony, how do you see your physical relationship?
I love it, me. Out 4 or 5 nights a week, going down the club, picking up different fellas.
Sorry, no. I swear, your physical relationship with your other half. Yeah.
It's not happening.
Is it not?
Really boring.
Really?
Oh, I'm just gonna lie there.
Try.
He won't do anything that I want to do.
You do come across as quite sexually intimidating.
Thanks very much.
That's all right. I mean, some people like that sort of thing.
Normal people love it.
Yeah.
Boring people don't.
One thing came out in our notes.
No, Tony, don't. You're hurting me.
Something came out in our notes about 3 weeks ago. Yes. There was you mentioned something about turning. There seemed to be a certain tension when you discussed that. That's even more than just a.
I'll be honest with you. I've not always been a gay.
Right. Okay.
When I was younger, I used to dabble with the old lady parts. Tony came along, and at the time, he made me open my eyes. I loved it.
Yeah.
He started me on a journey, but he's not prepared to come on that journey with me anymore.
I'm prepared to come. I just don't know what I can do to help.
I keep telling you, cut off her leg.
I'm a PE teacher. How the hell am I going to do?
You've seen that fella in the Olympics. He's faster than a normal runner with that spring, isn't he?
I mean, is there any way we could look at a compromise? Obviously, as a PE teacher, at 22 does need his legs, but he could probably do without an arm. With that sort of,
I'm
with that
fine with that, yeah.
satiated in that.
As long as your left arm, because your right arm is your wanking arm, isn't
I'd have to
it?
do my left arm. I'm going to have to teach javelin.
Right. Okay, but you don't need your left arm for that, do you? No.
It's pretty redundant, to be honest.
So I think we're making some progress here. So essentially, what you're saying, Tony, too, is that in order to salvage this marriage, you would be willing to cut off your left arm.
How much do you want it, Tony?
Is that bit of time?
I think, if you recall, I did say at the beginning that sometimes a limb needs to be removed. I was maybe talking metaphorically.
Right, I do get confused sometimes.
But actually, sometimes literally works.
I've spoken to the doctor in Thailand, he'll do it for $3,000.
Oh, actually, I've got a friend around the corner who'll do it for 2.
You know what, he needs to go on holiday then?
It's very clean. It's very clean.
Is that bit of time?
So I do like to keep in touch with them, when they've left, to see how they're getting on. And sometimes things have worked well and they're brilliant. Sometimes things maybe don't work so well and people have to say goodbye to people, and that's sad. But they're still part of my family, and I still like to look out for them.
Well, I think we've made great strides.
Yeah. You see, if we hadn't have paid in advance for about 20 sessions, I probably wouldn't have.
Well, I mean, there was a price break at 15, and I just thought that 20 was a nice round number.
Yeah, it's.
Still-
It's okay. I do feel that we sort of go over the same stuff.
Yeah. Still
every week.
13 to go, eh? 13 to go. We're gonna be like this at the end, like this. Yeah, you lucky love. Go on, look like that, just like that. Oh, I love you.
Tony too. It's been a few months since we've seen you here. What's changed?
Well, I went for the surgery, and I think things were great. Tony loved me again. It's like when we first met, but he just wanted more. He was asking me to cut off a leg, and that, I can't do that because of my job, and he wanted me to dress up as an animal. It also started getting weird, and I couldn't do it.
Where is Tony one now? He's obviously not here.
He's left me. He's left me. It was all good for 3-4 weeks, and he left me. He's going out with a guy who works down the zoo now. He lost his legs to a Bengal tiger. Because Dr. Moore tried, he did his best. I mean, maybe no one could have saved us. Worst thing is I lost my job at school as well. I lost everything. Still, I've got my happiness, haven't I?
And just finally, is there any particular success story that you've seen a couple, maybe you've turned around completely and are doing brilliantly, or?
Yes, actually, was a lovely couple, Brian and Helen, and Helen hated Brian for years. She actually tried to kill him, and ended up in prison for 20 years, which was really sad. But I started seeing them just she was coming to the end of her prison term, and then actually managed to reconcile them, and they've been together now for about 5-6 years, and they haven't had anything more than minor beating between them since. And I think that's a real success story, None of them are dead. And in the end, isn't that the definition of success?
Beware. Beware the gnomes.